in the business of just making sure say nipa do na beti nyamenka na omasum nyame ono krediem nti RPP for na to safre obi biara with adjomtofo akuku dampa na ebase nti ebekwa koshia o East Legon Hills na etime di juma kese we adanyame ase 6 solid years e won na ase is not a joke nti adanyame ase e wakwanso kosokra na my very good friend too at Takwa through Ifira Kwame Jokoto and me your adopted mother, if I should say so, Ephraim. Hajia Sahadatu Isa. Donald for good mother. Hajia Sahadatu Isa. And Tusha Kamufodi and Diana Association Kakranti. The final Islamic prayers on Aduano. Ebe kwasuna mi adma 1st of December 2024 ewo Takwa Community Center efi anopa no nkono ekopim enyumre no nsia nti yenhye ne so na yenkota emma ene ebusuan nyina yachi Hajia Sahadatu Isa Adonai for the good mother Aduano finally no baso on Sunday ewo Takwa Community Center. Well, Mekao say we are counting down to election 2024 on the 7th of December. When you say higher your election headquarters, your Kokromoti power. Into the answer even before and during and after the here Bama Ghana, you can't koni impuntu bitima konkai. And you may say you can rely on us for a fair, objective, and untainted reporting. For homeboy, and that's how you've traveled with us on all manner of events and occasions. The big one amongst them is our election. We've covered it to the fullest. Obi biara on year 2 and among biara on election coverage. We continue to be your election headquarters, Kokromoti Power. So the entire force, with the exposure, with the experience, with the knowledge, with the field record, and this airbro being crossing over from Inshira to Love FM to Joy FM to Adom FM to Joy News to Adom TV, Asempa, all the team online is solid. We are ready for you. I'm sure you are also ready for us. If you want that reliability and efficiency, it should be your election headquarters, Kokromoti Power, Edina. So I told you, unfortunately, the minor parties, the Koibia shall say join the PNC, and other declared their support for the NDC. So a clear fight between resetting this country and upgrading this country. That's your choice. And maybe other caution will say, and you now this kind of tie, any bow, any blade. You know, I did be bit made dini peu. You now did two any giant echo. It's not necessary. You have another party action so near Emeko. You have now be about 2 years. Watch that at the bed 2 years. Watch that a be what I did now be gaga ho. There be and fast sundry and fast Korea and fast can combat. I saw this to say bay. It did be I don't know. Bay in a bebani the security services no the assurance they've given us to go contrary to the rules and regulations of about to to found it is a cannon. Unfound because the police are catching say more different types of force. It do be a business who hears or more bow with that measured force now. And measured force when you want to describe my police no. Do you hear me on once? What I say? On this system need into the two abandon we crown qua. Ubi and see come by humane de church or bank contra. O part na wa copy say no number ubi and see quine. So near the agent so I'll bring the besoa, no no abba. No abba how when you have a bra king kind mine, abano. The same things will do this will be between the 6, I don't know 9. There be. Titru ye one so AC electoral commission and then one mia hold one, more mutim the ruler at to ballot paper no matter TF free so. One TF free electoral commission for enquire committee bia. Oppose you for so mokobo. No matter say about to be able to come on. And go dear Johnny in the free NDC. What could dear Johnny dear free MPP? And can you say by with the because okoji e won sem ne be bebre ana police ni kwa de ire mu ana e hu say MPP ni na ma na aduane adi ana e hu say NDC ni so ama ni so ano da bi ye mpe problem bia ya police adwumaku no munya sure say mo so mo behwe ama mo nkofo no ye feed you mo on time, very important, so that they don't in a way compromise whatever they are supposed to do at that place. The crack no me making Carabano final, especially with the presidential. Electoral Commission for me sure some of the plants ne be standby in case of putuprubia we am do seas and I do so be a into a cop boom na bam na ba as be mo da kama mai. We a party agent in so and kwaya koji amai Adibo I see a tear simple na hey or blown out of proportion. Some kitu bia ba obi kwabena sante ni dino ni card na yere wabebo ni dino mo hwe ni mo hwe ni dino or eligible mo am nkom ho na mo nyam ho ntiase bi na da bi obeka na de foforo. And finally yenu anum central for ni binum. Omo hyase too much sensation, exaggeration, propaganda, sensationalism. Meaning say no na obeya me wo so central ni purpose and I don't know. So much say enyina e what the obo ni central dwom yenwene Ghana ho. So asem no crazy aka ne say the city na sam fiafia ho bi na ya na ekoda ne true die ni propaganda ne sa ehu no abekom na yesa na tie na sere se mo mienhwe na entimi ntwe ho fro because Ghana de bia da yi na e ka kire you only one Ghana. It can never be for the NDC or for the MPP. It's for all of us. Collectively, we can build that beautiful country now we really want to build. On that note, this is the final leg on Bigrim, on Adum TV, multi-TV. So, we are privileged always to have some of the young, able men in our politics. So, also demonstrating, say, Ghana at heart, and clearly, I pray that some of these people, and I know for sure, especially maybe of free man in Ejuma Waye, say maintain a big time. Mr. Kase more sabia hunyano. Once I introduce the personality, mbonse ehunhia se fata say mosa ma na kwanya ma ne besom on my shibedwem because empredodo awakunyina no mu na makoy no focus and a Ghana so akodiso. And that's how we want our parliament to be. Not to go fighting and insulting. Edin so benya ne class on so di atem. Or yenhwe so de e back e bi maminke bi amanyo sem wo Ghana is quite exceptional. And yenhwe na yemfo asa ankofo no so no be omaninka yamanyo sem a ye ehom. No less a person. Majority caucus in parliament or more candy for member of parliament for Ifutu, leader of government business, and Atrasi. Otrasi, me man akwa ba man official pan because if we nekono or we are I know. Oko dokwaye na my baby apobi ono emu asane sanity. It will be difficult to get him for another one-on-one like this. Maybe after December 9th, say what for most who are regional who then he beat me and Neddy go. All right, Wakwaba.
Why?
Always a pleasure to have you around.
That's it.
Good. Quickly. Musi big hospital, you know.
Yes, Children's Hospital. The biggest ever. Also, a trauma hospital. That's my legacy project for
that huge, because
Yes. Is
it not part of the 1111?
No. There's a children's hospital, pediatric center.
But it's huge,
Very. It's supposed to be a secondary facility with accommodation for nurses and doctors. That's my legacy project.
You are living
in
for
the area of yes. I mean, Abrofumpo obezi henodo. Wadrim yang wosisi aspect in Azimayan. I mean, my dream for Ifutu is huge. That I was the youngest to be given the opportunity, and at the time, Kofu Pifido say Brentaba, into me Ejuman and all. So day in day out, Mada Swani there, may be shrunkun. I'm out Chinebi in Brentamba now. Wobabin obi senya jezi wo homo de abrante baby ana akire baby unity de obegina as MP a woman a chance because obia na ne enyusuaze ho nti no the pediatric center no is going to be the biggest. In fact, I don't want to compare it to Princess Anne-Marie, but go ahead and confuse when you also papa.
Because we say government.
Yes,
it's very huge.
Tieba hand over my Ghana Health Service.
When do you intend to hand over?
Need the micro inspection kakra finishing touches. Or various phases also.
So I classified it as Agenda 111, which I said government cannot complete at this point in time. So say dear no.
And but Mamenda Jane Janze I am for
assassinity.
Yes. I mean Nana Numa or Jane Janaze 1 ton assassin. One family, aben 1 ton assassin. He assassin for projects was a more. In fact, wonye jahaze ahemfo ehun de jahaze na jahaze wo bohye ewe futu nti ibadaman cleave no mu apart from real estate project no ho no there's a new high court and a new circuit court yeba commission nyame aduma next week.
Your initiative?
Yes, there's a new high court, so Winneba will now have 2 high courts. Maybe MP na me see new first high court in Winneba. First and ne Winneba were only district court since Gold Coast time bepem maybe MP. We only had a district court. Na ye na yeko a court in war Swedru. Enti maybe MP na me see high court. Na minya district court me shift move district court in from the prisons yard. Meziban one new premises. So now with the completion of this high court too, no, ground floor no is for a circuit court. So now Efutu municipality no will have 2 high courts, a circuit court and a district court. Now within the same enclave, no, there is a new GRA office.
Efutu.
Yes. And then we have a new health insurance office. And then there's a new Ghana National Fire Service office. Then Ghana Immigration Service, one sector, we need office, we old building, yesi Abronsan Kase, also for Ghana Immigration Service.
I see. So you partner the local chiefs?
Yes, I am for no, I want to work mama was and then the Eko Ebe Futra, and the Nkrofusi Saden, it has driven people into Efutu, and it has its superior effect on the Gomoa enclave because yenya yeboshi nti ifa ojobi kwanoda and with because of these social interventions and in terms of social infrastructure no ntino ehoni nyina nkrofu sisada and with adan so awo sisi no onye sebe low cost adan and with the adana
galamsey for die
and with the nkrofu ayedwuma. And then Echo New Winneba, that is where the factory is.
Okay.
And the 1D1F.
Okay.
The tissue factory, no.
Much of that earmark baby for those things and
yes.
industries
I've earmarked the western part of New Winneba for industries.
And then another Judio because it was
well, I've been an entrepreneur and I believe that for governance to benefit the people, the private sector must hold firm and be thriving. Without a thriving private sector, no government can succeed. Until with that private sector initiative, attract population. Because when I was building police stations, maybe MP, we had only 1 police station in Winneba. Gold Coast police station, I will see one, Cooper, Ekwanodo. All right? So I said people were complaining about security. Obi bebe sinedana ohia. So the first thing was to lobby the IGP that I want a divisional status. Also okay honorable. So obi to me ACC police stations are mine. Memo division. The day na oba yesi we are oba division no. Na me say that I didn't only build 1, but I had built 4. I surprised him. Then he said he will give us 2 more district commands. So in Winneba today, we have the divisional command Then we have the Futu North, a Futu South, and then the Futu East district.
So police
there were 3 districts, 3 district commands in a Futu.
Wow.
3 district police commands in a Futu. New Winneba was an abandoned community. In the police station, all the 4 communities in our community centers. Bobrim were community center. New Atate were community center. Signboard were community center. And the new Winneba proper.
We'll end the conversation.
And they all have libraries.
We'll end the conversation.
And then that is where the tissue factory is happening. The first tissue factory will provide the raw material base for all the tissue companies. You know the tissue companies in Ghana import the jumbo.
But what the raw material?
This company is producing the raw material base. Indeed, there's going to be a cut in the import. So they are not going to import.
As we wrap up the conversation.
That's all right.
But it's good that you've given this insight. I wanted to know whether, because I was going to say government, this 111 at your end there. But now I get the clarification.
Well, if you are in government and you take an initiative, it is for you and your government.
Well, maybe.
So,
maybe.
I mean,
again, forgive me because this clarification needs to be done. You are a leader of government business, so you're interested in why is that your government had the laptops about through your education ministry, and all the time on this program and the season, I hear callers reminding us of why those laptops have still not been distributed. Are they?
Okay, my impocho, Medaside Bisa, I assembly or Inima Bisa. The yen sector minister, Dr. Educhum, Obu Juma Papa. But on this specific thing, I'm sure somebody may be watching us from the Ministry of Education as we speak. I am aware, just as you know, the supplier of the one student, one laptop, has delivered 500,000 out of the 1.4 million plus laptops are not deliver. I know these laptops upon delivery have been distributed, sent across the regions, or various regional education directorates. So I would find out from the Minister of Education, and I'm sure, I pray that somebody would prompt him on this your question, so that we know from him why the distribution has not been done in the schools.
But leader, what say?
No, what I'm saying.
But clearly you should get the response.
So we should. I mean, you just brought it up. I'm saying you just brought it up, but I'm saying that I am aware that the laptops 500,000 have been delivered, but as to what logistical challenge. Or why the laptops have not been distributed to the students, I am not aware. It will be a great news, considering NDC for propaganda and some. It will be the news to behold. It will be the news to behold if students, primary school, JHS 4, one laptops. So so your question is very important. Say aben in receive supply now on. But what I know, which you know, is that delivery has been made. But the distribution to the schools, I'm sure Minister Orteyan, intino, so one say young comotutria, Majis de Mopuna, Musuma Frebisa, when the distribution to our various schools will be made.
If you've just joined us, our majority caucus leader, Ira Frenyomakin, Nimyan Fona, Yenene Etwitwen Komono. Back to conversation proper. Maybe the first question I'm throwing at you, whilst we enter Parliament, and it's there are certain commentaries about leading to the fact that how we see our approach these, I don't know how to put it, this issue in Parliament, and a diabetes baby, some way, somehow, the blame game is on you, that your approach is wrong. A certain ego, a certain resistance, that you wouldn't give the speaker the room to maneuver or to operate. I had them Yabidu at this point.
Well, mine, that's the business. And anytime I have to explain issues or to them, MPP, Aban, the last 4 years, Jabre Power Parliament, It has not been easy. From Opeyin Chairman Sabonsu, now Bredo, me take you over. Minim Ebra Yabre. Speaker, on yene is in ye. Yabre one insano pa. Ninyi there. At all material times, he looks at the interests of his party. He doesn't look at the national interest, neither does he look at the interests of government. Yensem nyinara no mahin motu mebwe dumaka. Nsem bi wa ye leader ehun, you enter your casket with it. And or there your friend and you do heaven upon will be so Israel or therefore there impede kasa. Now zemen bi wo how. Share them and some year wash as the working. Oh yeah, Harun Idrisu Odi came a hint. But before the public hint, no, now yenya intel. The one you honor say keshia. Okay? And the plan was that for the next period, no, we need a bank or you may be our parliament. Two, yes, I'm telling you.
Leader.
Let me I'm at pains. So listen to me. Before Harun Idrisu or make any pronouncement, no. And now we had intel. They had met.
How reliable is
intel? You let me come. By the time I'm done, you know. I'll prove to you. By the time you have back, no. Only that bank, what my bank any business. Until there, what boka koto abano. True to it. That Harun Idrisu or make a pronouncement. The first person me reach out to you, Mr. Speaker. Me kada me pede me ini share. Na yetwetwe nkomoze fa Harun Idrisu na sam. Me ini share, me share ni nyame nkotin na akaba nde sebe me nyi desinyi. Honorable Amwakwesiama Andrew Amwakwesiama, second deputy speaker. Ame no nyanu na ye share. In fact, onu zikan wo ni office. Me cry na me ka chende. Mr. Speaker, says azi ya won crofie wo yi. Ansha oba ho yen parliament. Nyi ma so mo ka chem. O se man ha mo kra na so wate. Na ya za obaye adwuma.
That's the speaker.
That is the speaker. Na me ka chem Mr. Speaker.
Let me put in a reminder. Enye edem.
Onyame no nya no pe na makada desinyi wo. In his office. All right? Second, na me ka chem Mr. Speaker. Just to avoid surprises because we've had a number of occasions. I've had surprises on the floor. Until your leader na you plan B when you mbogase. And when you mbogase at your back, people will think that look, you are just a bubble. Agree to sebi. So me catch them, Mr. Speaker, I don't want to hide anything from you. Just in case things get out of hand, I have this writ I want to file. This writ I want to file.
And he
in his presence, Amwakwesiama is my witness. Mr. Speaker is a Catholic. I am a Catholic. Amwakwesiama is a Catholic too. We all respect our rosary. All three of us are communicants. And I tell you this in truth. I don't want anybody to describe me in a manner that I am not. I know how to walk in the night to get things done. I understand politics. I'm not perfect. So let me go on to the story. I told Mr. Speaker, this is the rate. But just in case your people still want to pursue it, I would want to file. He told me that then we should file because he thinks that the issues that I've raised are constitutional issues. Straight away, between Parliament and Supreme Court on what? So straight away, I instructed the clerk to file the writ. What filing we in so my bed office back after the meeting and showed him there we have it. And the bailiff was coming to serve. It was in his office that I reached out to the bailiff. And then the bailiff said, Parliament want legal directorates are saying there, Speaker Simon G process. So I confronted them and said, Speaker, we agreed that the writ should be filed. The bailiff is serving. Your directorate is saying that you've instructed them not to take the process. What is going on here? No, catch them. They came to draw his attention there. There is a circular from Supreme Court, the court registrar, from the Chief Justice, to the effect that service in Parliament should only be done on Mondays. Intinidamiza, Yemfre, Chief Justice. So he called the Chief Justice.
The Speaker.
Yes. Chief Justice could not answer. Now, okay, then Yemfre, Judicial Secretary. So he was trying, and then I was also trying on my phone. And then the woman picked my call. I gave the phone to him, to speak to him, to her. And then on the case, woman, so Chief Justice will meet in us into we are Obama our friend. So we ended there. And he advised me there, look, I shouldn't worry. And these are Mr. Speaker's words. Leader, don't worry. And if the issue comes up, he will not rule on it. He would wait. Not was serve the next Monday because of the circular. And then he would tell his people, I will tell them, these were his words, I will tell them that let's abide by the ruling of the Supreme Court. Amwakwe Siama was there. We were three. It wasn't me. Na akaban there sebi because of politics. Now, when we were about to leave his office, and when I say we, I'm referring to Amwakwe Siama and my good self. Harry Nedrusu came in with his petition to Speaker in respect of the matter he had already raised in Tamale. Okay? Under Order 99 of our rules. So based on that, I said, Mr. Speaker, now that there's a formal petition invoking your jurisdiction, I'm still concerned. Why don't we still take the process so that you let them know that you've been served?
So engagements were still on?
Sure. In his office. Harun Edrusu handed me a copy of his petition and then gave the original copy to Mr. Speaker and left us. So at this point became Mr. Speaker and myself. So I told Mr. Speaker, the writ is already here with the accompanying injunction. Why don't you allow legal department to take it? Because with what Haruna has brought, what it means is that they now mean serious business.
It needs to be considered.
So you have to consider. So I don't want a situation that you fraud.
Surprise.
There will be surprise. Your hands are tied. So Mr. Speaker, let's resolve this matter now. What Mr. Speaker told me was that as you check the rules, what Haruna has filed, he must admit first. So it's not automatic.
So there's no cause for alarm.
So there's no cause for alarm. This is what he told me before we walked out. That what Haruna has filed, it has to meet the admissibility criteria. Into honor admit he cannot move his motion. I said, fair enough. So I left his office. Maybe do chamber. Parliament, or your baby, there's no secret war. So maybe do chamber. I was picking my intel, WhatsApp messages, so I want people to go and watch the clip. That day, I didn't sit on my seat. I crossed the aisle to the other side, engaging them. I engage Ato, I engage Haruna. Now, then intel no flow. The leader, try and talk to our people. Try and talk to our people. What is happening? We all don't like it. Then, to my surprise, I got another intel. They realized that the Haruna approach, would be a long process. Ato would come under Order 93. I should watch out. So I now went to Ato. Ato. Jay Marian. Ato. He was quiet. Ato did not respond. I went to Haruna. Haruna said the thing is out of his hands. Nti ono mobesi biano is not in his hands. I spoke to some of their lawyers and I got indication that they had even prepared their lawyers to debate the issue. Armed with that, I came back to my side and said, look, guys, let's prepare. But with assurance from Mr. Speaker there, own rule on the matter. And that the process, we should wait and serve the process the next Monday. I felt that we could still do government business. Okay? So I got prepared, got my legal argument, got the senior lawyers on our side, psyched them, prepared them that look, there's going to be a big day. So let's all put our legal weapons, bring them together and fight, the legal battle on the floor. True to it, I too raised the issue. And we started the debate. When we finished the debate, in fact, I'm in Pomante, Assembly. Speaker, what's Okofo Ketchum? No, hey, leader, the man says he's going to give his ruling on Thursday. Now, I say, no, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. So let me go and check the answer. So the next day, I looked at the draft official report. When I checked, the man had indicated that Thursday, Obama new ruling and part means that I'm in a mountain here. So this was a Wednesday, and I went to the registry of the court to get the bailiff to come and serve. Obebiono, legal directorates won't. As a plaintiff and a party in a suit, I have a right, which rights include directing service.
So all this while, what was happening?
You let me finish the narrative so that you get it. So I directed service, and all the officers said they were not going to take it. And the rule is that Senyimpa no was also on the fortunate table. No, was it 2 table no, and they left, meaning it was good service. So I then came back to Mr. Speaker and said, Mr. Speaker, I hear tomorrow you're going to have a ruling. But Mr. Speaker, this was not the agreement we had, you and I had. That is why some time ago I said publicly there, Mr. Speaker betrayed me. So I came to him. I said, Mr. Speaker, if I am the leader and you are the speaker, the two of us talk and we have an understanding, and you go public and surprise me, you want to throw my government. You want to overthrow my government. You want to make my government unpopular. And this is not how we do things. You have been majority leader before. You have been minority leader before. You know how this game is. What is your one job? He couldn't answer me. Now I'm saying, anyway, we've served the process. Then came the next day. I was still looking forward to getting Mr. Speaker. Look, on my end, and something the whole day. If you say speaker, what's the day with speaker? What for sure? Oh, he's not available. He's not available. I went to senior party members. There was senior colleagues were in relate. They reached out. Speaker was not reachable. Then around 3:30, we got the intel that they are typing some ruling, and he's coming to declare seat vacant. Hey, what's going on here? I rise to a very important person in government to reach out to him. That, hey, this is the situation at hand. The man is going to destabilize us in parliament. Some of the NDC guys themselves who were not comfortable were, also reaching out that, oh, why don't you guys reach out to speaker? He shut his door. Then around 4 o'clock, he enters the chamber. His office, the holding area. Then we go to him. That's the pre-sitting meeting. At the pre-sitting meeting, Mr. Speaker avoided a one-on-one. Normally between the leader and the speaker, there's always some engagement. You whisper government position to speaker, and then you whisper to minority leader, and you see how you can build consensus. Speaker was in a rush. He avoided, he said, he was unwell, and that even that Thursday, Opedo will make statements and open until we can't even do business. This way is where so. But in all of this, I knew he had planned with the NDC guys. We know body language. We are politicians. Why me Abu Fraba? When I see signs of conspiracy, I can identify it. Ama Kofi Boa, the deputy minority leader, had even said that we shouldn't sit on Friday. And I was appealing. Earlier on, we had agreed that we'll use Wednesday to do decision as a decision day to clear all outstanding matters. Last minute, they came back to us on a Thursday. Then the same time, they say, oh, Friday, may sit. Then he hurriedly came into the chamber to read what later he called an opinion. By betraying what we had all agreed that you wouldn't do. What should I do? I should go back home and say that we are now minority. That is why I had to pursue another application at the Supreme Court, ex parte, to save Parliament, to save my government, and to ensure that we save democracy. Because what they were doing was to plot a coup against democracy in Parliament.
So explain further. To save what? Because the speaker had read an opinion. So what was your challenge?
But that opinion, his people had construed that to mean that they were the new majority. You heard it. You saw their poster.
Was it not the case?
It couldn't have been the case because as a speaker, no, he did not have the right, the power to make a declaration. In any event, even the dissenting opinion, the two judges who dissented had indicated that the right forum for me should have been the High Court, right? Meaning that it is the High Court that even had the power, according to them, to make a declaration on a vacant seat in Parliament, not Speaker. So the majority said it's a constitutional matter. The minority said you don't even have jurisdiction. So in other words, all 7 judges made it clear that Mr. Speaker did not have the power to make that declaration. But look at how he even addressed me. If a letter now, the letter that, the memo, there was some mischief there. I just decided to overlook it. In the mischief, he addressed me leader of government business. When he met Council of States, when he met some prominent people in society, when he met the Peace Council, he told them that he has never declared me as a minority leader. He said that they should go and watch the tape.
But that's a fact.
Remember. The man is an experienced politician. He's playing high-level politics. If you don't know, you won't see. So let me tell you. When he met all these important stakeholders, he told them that, but he still declares, he still addressed me majority leader. Now, why is it that in his memo to me, I wrote a memo to you,
a speaker,
and I addressed you, Right Honorable Speaker, with your full title. And my title is Majority Leader and Leader of Government Business. The majority leader is also the leader of the entire house. That is a practice. Majority leader, you are the leader of the house, the primus inter pares. Okay? When he responded to my memo,
you are the leader of the government.
He wrote leader of government business. Was it a typo from his secretary?
It couldn't have been.
It couldn't have been. But I said it's part of the game, so you have to appreciate it. You don't have to be emotional about it. You don't have to take it personal. Listen, me, I don't blame Mr. Speaker. The point is that he feels that he must protect his party.
Why do you feel that way?
But that is how he does his things. I know. Omahin, Mr. There, he a leader. He a leader. In same you enter your casket with it. So you're so. But I'm saying that Mr. Speaker has not been fair to this government. Mr. Speaker has not been fair to me. Mr. Speaker has not been fair to Parliament. Because this so-called impasse is needless.
It's your creation.
I'm saying
it's
the creation of who?
It's your creation.
Who? When you say your, what?
That's Afenyo's creation.
Why? Am I the one who declared the seat vacant? I went to the man to negotiate with him. In any event, there were some people who were saying that we shouldn't have gone to court and then we should have used parliamentary proceedings. Let me educate those people. This is the man who has made a ruling. If you want to still rely on Yen Parliament in Bra, what it means is that you have to challenge his ruling. When you are challenging his ruling, you cannot ask him that he should step aside for his first deputy to preside on your appeal or your review. He is the same person
who is
going to sit on it. One, he would have to determine admissibility. He must admit your application first. So for the days and weeks that he will refuse to admit it, how would Parliament function? Please, people don't understand certain things, and people are always in a rush to comment and tag people. They don't understand. Nimpana will make ruling. All right? He is the same person. A trope. Is the same so a political agenda to favor his party. Don't forget, 5 minutes after his declaration, former president, the flag bearer of NDC, was on a campaign platform thanking God, telling the people that by the grace of God, they are now the new majority. Now, when the same flag bearer met some religious leaders in Kumasi, when Dr. Atufosin was there, he's like, oh, I don't know how to address him, whether he's majority or minority.
But you've thanked God already.
You've thanked God already. Then two, the more important thing that people don't know. You know, this election is one election that parties have invested heavily in research. I repeat, this particular election is one election that MPP has taken research serious. NDC has taken research serious. I can tell you on authority, I repeat, I can tell you on authority that the NDC knows today that Wokotuaba on the 7th, MPP will be the majority.
How do you know?
Oh, please. You are a journalist, I'm a politician.
How do you know?
You have access to intel, and I know that publicly you will not say this, but you know. Your researchers, you media personnel, more your research, I know.
Yeah.
Media, I talk to you guys. Every Ghanaian knows that in this 7th December, MPP will be the majority. Now, let me tell you, their consultant, when the research findings came, the October 1, as an orchard, still consistently, MPP will sweep parliament. You know. One of the things they wanted to do was to create a psychological victory in the minds of their constituents, in the minds of their base. So let's monitor Honorable Asedun Katia. I've said that he's one politician I respect and I study. That man is a smart man. I listen to every word that comes out of his mouth. I study his posture, his body language. He knows politics. I read him, and I gauge it to do my politics. Asedun Katia is smart. He's on the board of Parliamentary Service Board. He controls the leadership. He controls the machinery of NDC. He's part of the campaign. Upper Central Region. He knows that Central Region, MPP is winning 16 seats.
In Central Region.
I'm telling you.
Leader, you have to go back to your drawing board. In Central Region. You continue message, you come to Central Region.
Wait.
So go to the Asedun Katia matter.
He came there and he said that Central Region for Ebazinti na world to one soon. These were his words. He knows. Asedun Katia, as chairman of NDC, has access to all the intel and data. Internet campaign or onyim azawaredoka. If somebody knows that he's already winning, he won't come in a public rally and say that Bazinti and now one will reject NDC. You get it? Put that aside. When former president, the flag bearer of NDC, came to Winneba, he also said that, Bakade MPP4 will push majority in parliament. I listened to his 34-minute speech. He said these things from the 30th to 33rd minute. Obi or challenge him no onkoshe. I listened to him when he came to Winneba at almost 11 p.m. I listened to every word, every sentence. He showed me respect. One shisha mahoroba, one shisha MPP ahoroba, obom apakat nkitibi. But you know, he polished it. I understand. But I mean that on the issue of they knowing that they don't have parliament, you know, he talked about it in the 30th to 33rd minute. Then he said that, so what woman, Nase, Oba parliament, Oba Abema, Nase MPP for your majority, one or other will approve ni bibia, na MPP for one approve. These were the words of former president.
But that's obvious.
No, I'm coming. I'm drawing your attention to a point, and I'm making a case. I'm a lawyer. I need to put all the facts out. Why this is happening and join the pieces. Because they are disjointed and people don't understand.
If you don't,
so
you can see
having given me this opportunity, I should explain. Until now, what I'm saying is that NDC funyim there, what will happen there? They won't have majority in parliament. So the whole game plan was to create a certain impression there. One away majority, one win area, so that Ghana football could NPP for crampono wabofom. And I had to fight it. Into Oshiwan Papa, I am one day. And they tried to attack me, that Mark in both concerns. Let me tell you something. Talk to NDC people even in private. Talk to MPP people in private.
You are not a consensus.
Talk to remember. Oh my, wait. Talk to parliamentary service staff. Ami mintumi yimu aye. Ami muntum bomu abozin. Okay? Anwanzepa enkasa. Wonyim. All of them in parliament know that me, I'm a moderate politician. They know that I'm a centrist. They know that I compromise when I have to compromise. But I must equally be firm to protect, defend the interests of the government. That is leadership. You cannot get it 100%. So anybody who comes out and finds a problem with my approach, I can only explain issues to him, but I cannot take his opinion away. So going back to the politics, they know one can say when what to about on the 7th, MPP will get majority of the seats in parliament. And God willing, the momentum which that is on our side, Dr. Baumia will sail through. Omayin, yenu anumi woni message o. Yenu anumi woni message. Messi yenu anumi woni message.
You followed their campaign.
Omayin, Messi there, me obia when me opponent rekasa, I try to steady it. Because you must know the strength, the new weakness to enable you strategize. I've listened to them. Owa nkasa a media person. In NDC for Hadibia. Be someone that specifically, unlike 2016, 2012, 2008, Akufo-Addo was consistent. Muntu abamame, meba me the free SHS beba. Unlike Baumia, who is saying say, Ejumenti said the beya Ghana mbebunu and mba omu resko mbenye ejumano may invest in the digital space. Said the beya through digitalization, individuals can create jobs for themselves, and through digitalization, companies can expand. Because you know, say it's through digitalization that jobs are being created. We are hearing this from Dr. Baumia. Now let's come to NDC. Take it that I'm not an MPP person, but I'm a neutral. What exactly is NDC saying?
A lot.
No. What is the one thing that they are saying that we can relate to?
24-hour economy.
Which means what?
But you know.
That what?
That economy that runs non-stop. 133, same job.
What exactly? What exactly?
Same job, 3 different people.
At the ministry.
Creating.
At the ministry. That ministry, at the ministry. No, I want to ask.
And the government issue.
No, about the private sector.
That relationship.
No, maybe private sector.
Of course.
But the private sector, people already running. If you're Tema, where a lot of our factories are, since Kwame Nkrumah time, Tema, Nkrumah Tema will run a day shift, afternoon shift, and night shift. Eco police service, Ghana police in you will start in a shift, anopa. We are putting area brain, obiba shift, and area brain to Anefa, police far, what stop here will roads, I will protect you. CID far will counter. We'll run a shift. Or 24 hours. Remember, Ghana Health Center. Would you give me the chance?
But you are talking about a policy that maybe not taking time to understand.
Wait. Eko hospitals are. Ako abeno hospital bida. And ako hospital be ako today. Walok hospital. Hospitals in our function 24/7. Now hotels. All hotels. Obi cross shift anopa. Anifa. Restaurant. Boboy anopa. Area there's another shift. And you there's another shift. All right? Nightclubs. One to run 24-hour nightclub. Then bro, I'm paying that though. Or your NDC Frank to you okay no. Into run a 24-hour discotheque. Meaning that you don't want the youth to work. It means that Yamo Framan won't go disco, anopa disco, area disco, and a disco. Is that what he wants? And that's exactly what he said. Even if it was a slip of tongue, the mistake I'm making, I slipped. Because the reality is that you are now saying that even discotheques will run 24/7. Meaning that afternoon, evening, morning, our children should be in the
So why are you just being politically mischievous? Because you know that certain private businesses, if well supported
okay, so
by government,
let's go back. Is there a real challenge for some private sector businesses to run the operations 24 hours?
the cost of electricity.
No. Hey, dangerous.
Hold on.
Let's
Let me finish because these are the arguments.
Okay.
Let me
so
finish.
They said the cost of
the cost of electricity.
Yes.
Making available resource by way of supporting.
These guys, they are mischief makers.
Oh.
They are mischief makers. But you ask.
Only partner who say, and they be a site. I support in a way by citing where my job as an abattoir person. Say oba ye jumanima ye ko 8.5. Ye stand that potential and say betimi akọ 8 to 1, 1 to 8, and a 9, 9 to the following day 8. But we are not doing it for varied reasons. Key amongst them, the needed money, financial support to push us into those engagements. Number 3, the raw material na here no, i.e. M1 because as we speak now, you call Niger, you call Mali, you call Burkina Faso, and you call M1 So if there's that financial push from government for us, we can engage extra hands, which the hotels too are ready because sometimes the demands from these hotels are we don't have it. There are no hands to push for us. There's no money to go and purchase that kind of stock that they want. So we decide that okay, let's end it. And that's Jefamco. Huge facility, but underperforming. So if government is opening up such an opportunity where we can engage more people and do more business overnight, 24 hours, you think that I will not subscribe to that when I get that support?
Thank you, Omani. First of all, judge a person by his track record. Judge a person by his track record. NDC for 2008. Obakacha Ghana for the Omanpeyin Kufo ni health insurance na Ozaban. Someone when you obe introduce BB our friend one time premium. It's your cry into bill for your lifetime. Omani wakanya na wanka.
That's a fact.
What ba payment 8 years and where ya na 1 year. Omani, we are having an engagement. I listen to you. Let's make this thing interactive. Messi, what ba payment 8 years and the more one-time premium, what you mean, yeah, now 1 year.
But our social contracts are not met fully, so 100%.
Very,
but you know that.
I'm
the social contracts that you have with us. If it starts from 2016 to 20, all these social contracts the MPP has had with us, you are unable to fulfill all of them.
So what I'm saying. So what is your answer? The one-time premium, why yeah, now 1 year. But that's it. Let's go to the next point. Electricity. You are saying that today, NDC is promising you electricity.
Once you run it overnight, there's a certain reduction you'll get.
Missy NDC, you promise or there, all electricity or battle, near them, so that they tomorrow run at night. Open Mamakase Mitchell. Mama Nimpa all calculism, Netachamanu do Dokon on found that out. Let me show you tell you something. In 2015 and 2016, NDC for catcher and there, electricity no boyazen into warun to mentito, the tariffs no do. Oh my, in there, send this in catcher or the obatso da catcher and there. Oh, yeah, no,
the president then talked about realistic prices. Payment of realistic tariffs.
That is what the NDC.
But that is the reality. That is the reality.
Yes. So how then does he tell you? First of all, I chair the ECG board. The main difficulty of ECG now is the cost of power. The cost of power is very high. The contract that the NDC administration signed with the IPPs at the time, even we had to renegotiate, and get lower tariffs. I'm saying there, NDC cannot tell me there what to electricity do, because at the time I was being businesses demanded for a reduction in tariffs. What's it? President Mahaman okay, publicly. I want you to play the tape. Rather when Akufo-Addo industries or reduce tariff by 30%. Households enjoy tariff reduction up to 18%. You see, iron MPP for Yentumankade perfect. Number Ghana Nina Jitumide, Oban Enyamkania, the electricity once a month. Iron Yana Bain in a yakade, Yabata told electricity do. Into companies are war run, wapede, what run what businesses, you know. In under MPP, you know, they've even enjoyed better electricity tariffs than they did under NDC.
Okay, so leader, hold on.
So there is no way NDC football to my bucket. Oh, we are yes. I say that one average don't know. Ne BBI okay. But I'm saying that send them will be back at
electricity. We are going for a break. But Okasa, when they claim that Kenke was this amount of money and now Kenke is 5, 6, 7 cities, are they speaking to the realities or they're not speaking to the realities? When they talk about rent, are they speaking to the reality?
So mekade COVID bay no.
But don't rely too much on COVID leader. A lot of countries are performing after COVID. Why do we still fall on COVID?
Because they have touched on the digitalization base. They've touched on the digitalization base
when we are back,
for the economy to grow. And that is what we are seeking to do.
When we are back, we'll do that conversation.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so we are back. Mamenka was the leader of government business. Let me go by what the speaker said. Leader of government business in the House. Member of Parliament for Ifutu. I leave the other one out.
Do you want to be cited for contempt?
Oh, no. They were the majority leader in Parliament. So we will now get into the elections proper. At least Yaka Parliament in Komokakra, into elections proper. At this point, just about 9 more days. Party near setting, or you're still fighting on?
One, MPP Berwin Central Region, MPP Berwin Western Region, MPP Berwin Eastern Region, MPP Berwin Western North. I have for MPP Berwin, MPP Berwin Savannah, Northeast, Northern Region. All the key regions are vote will be an MPP Berwin. Greater Accra, Yenya Yeshum, Yakon Pepe or Greater Accra. Greater Accra, Yakon Pepe. Zemi catch every parliamentary candidate and opinion there. Hard work. Ejumazin. Victory. Nkunyimzi, Abatu Nkunyimzi. It doesn't come on a silver platter. Say a parliamentary candidate or MPP ma or who there. Or ye nyam shebi a party in Zasho. Party invest in you, logistics, sikasem. Dr. Baumia and Yimpokre. I mean on ya with the year nature in every constituency. All the research all go across the country back to back. Consistently there. MPP, we are going to have majority in parliament. That is it. However, Oyo said it as a parliamentary candidate. They even make it sure the abo vote no ban. Shasi wo polling station executives, whatever it is, relationship no should be solid. Going into the last leg, who executives, one wo vote no ban. Youth organizers our various polling stations will make sure that ahomechi za all the way na party mba floating voters obotum wakoto wonaba was am a party yen church nkrofo mesema woto aban yeda number 1 won konkoye mistake no won fenkesi line no do into what print ballot papers in bia make one kasa print samples is be kira one ibio and this for last minute why en MP empaibo the membri wonder parliamentary candidate ABI who first time on the ballot the time he wonder I repeat the time he wonder iye dumazin finishing touches who stronghold it make sure that you get all the vote out baby wadwin only him and you want akakasa then if you already a care Ghana for mo there free SHS abo boa oman Ghana oba ten bi ancho yo yin onyi sika ancho ze ne baboko nkan no ndis abredo za nkrofu kom inde nyankopon na adom yetum that true free SHS nti ye mo from dodoara wenya nimzi ho kwan until then kan no abata no ho aton ibio yen Frank Tunyi Dr. Baumia na asam nye den ose de abefo nyimzi oye digital economy ada amanaman was a develop wonu kro no onu na ozreba tua edwuma omampeyin akufo ado ozebe no wa beye no yen ke de oyo omampeyin kufo na abredo na oma apemfo wokwa wo free the mom of rama na wonya free maternal care benefit no tama wenwe free pepepe na we benya free SHS. Dr. Baumia say cocoa farmers wona wodo cocoa enyefo wonumba wo benya free university. Also we create a digital economy. Ankrankro we botum we train one youth no we train one na we so we nyanyimzi in technology. Na true technology no was a create edwuma was amwo. True technology no ankrankra wo won businesses wetum ahonu so waye edwumazen na wetum wona we school no dodo da enye edwuma ewo ankrankra edwuma yem yen nyina na yebotum yakọ police yen nyina na yebokum yakọ fire service yen nyina na yebotum yakọ immigration na prison service dodo na ro ide wonya ankrankra edwuma na woye na se NDC ba na o criticize MPP a ma NDC fontase de abane no abamida one Frank Tunyi why your man paying da otena abem vice president obey president one na mfia wotwe NDC fa wodi work campaign e chiri nyinara no ebe nyimpa foforo na wo NDC fa wo ye campaign wo hye MPP fa roba no iba nyimpa foforo na wo wona na wo abem da donara na wo sen ababio ye bi sen wo da ba so foforo na wo zreba mejitum de nzemam enye 100% mejitum de after COVID oza anwuchiri kase bay nanso dama anwuchiri nyina mu aben tu edwumayefo nyina aka throughout the COVID a yenye edwuma indemri a yekase aben ndi edwumayenyi bi kaw bosom krumpo bosom biara so anwuchiri nyina mu aben make sure that aben edwumayefo nyinara from laborers to the chief director otuo biara kaw within the same period aben atoto edwumayefo wona akatuem osanda abrenyim de ahochire wo but of course mean that middle class have some disappointment because of the way economy no cry nkrofo lose investment one you were friend sika was to bank because of the debt exchange but it was a necessary step for government to take. It was not a perfect decision but yajitu the thing now it was a way to get back the economy. Mesre, yen fanto to one yen bisa de, ana, NDC botum, ayejuma na ana. Ana, one frank and two yin one croffer was one echin, wobotum ayejuma na ana. Which is that it's better. The MPP, ibenya kwenya under Dr. Baumia, na sinto biarempo owo abemeno, with nyimizi fofra, I mean, and you shazun hun fofra, Dr. Baumia, or one yenina yezi yenyansa yate yechi na yaboa na Ghana etum akonekan eko constituency biara abanne dwuma edanso yentum nkade ye twitwa akoni nyinara na ezetoto ho a bohu de MPP abanodo NDC aban edwuma wotumi ye MPP ye ba ye na edwuma so ayetumi ye obi adetoto ho a otum kade in fact MPP aye edwuma pa ibinu mpo kade MPP yan communicate oya mba show you that o man hinka MPP mo aye edwuma nyina mo communicate mo nkasa
leader
mo nkasa oya mba o man hintumaka
leader
dan mo ko Peace FM no man that is true no we have had
it is not for me to prompt
we've had some revelations
no, it's not for me to prompt you that why you edwuma to catch them there
yes but me catch them like this morning this morning you raised the issue of laptop.
Of course.
Which is a major
based
intervention.
On complaints that I have received.
Well, I'm saying that this is something that must be communicated. I'm saying that you prompted, like the children's hospital.
But you're a lawyer, don't fix me.
No, I'm not fixing you. I'm saying that. No, it's a fact. I'm saying that
I draw attention to complaints that I have.
So let me quote you. Omahin yeba. Otumu draw abena attention there. Abena yedume pi. Aben po nkan wasam. Omahin ye bani programmer onu our grassroots otumu hu ode aban aye adwuma pia aban kan wasam MPP ye adwuma pia mpo aye kan wasam dam time aka nda kron ye nyina ye nsoro waka ye adwuma zen na parliament na ye winning ye hwe 4 years ebetwemi as a speaker onye na fam ebi nyinde parliament ye nka didwuma wa tro let also mgbe parliament what to parliament speaker what to parliament because on oye speaker oye NDC now if you there
be fair to the speaker.
Yes, please let me
he
be
has
fair.
Signed reasons why
right one many reasons sure yeah. So let me clarify speaker honorable the reasons also mgbe parliament down ye nyina ye hwe TV wa kana some Supreme Court so akasa Supreme Court said there's a okay in ye intino in Bremen on injina ho e ba se no injina do e ba se na speaker ye speaker when we parliament na chede wa for parliament there onye NDC for was it into ye nyina ya asese de ye pede amembu no okodu ye no ye tum na ye tu aba no ye ze me MPP parliamentary candidate nyinara man kada rutu ama wo parliamentary candidate eje Dr. Baumia wo man kada rutu ama Dr. Baumia na parliamentary candidate no ento man debi ye nyinara ye nto MPP parliamentary candidates minim da ahafo we are winning big minim da Ashanti we are winning big Mokro northern region minim da northern region northeast for the first time obiabo hu the MPP win massively in the north central region all parliamentary candidates in central region Mr. we should not let ejumani nyina nko Ashanti region ahen ye botum yeso ya chefa ya fameze yembo yan homozen na yen secure 16 seats yen secure minimum 16 seats ya ye bida MPP ya ye bida it got to a point na ye kuta 19 seats in parliament inti yake 16 seat minimum yen target are achieving some years ago inti yembo yan homozen na nyankopon ya doma yes Dr. Baumia Sidwa parliament botum approve nzama oboboa magana akonekan
right
free SHS bill NDC for wosro intino one pede ye pass one district one factory bi no man hin ka no company wansam no one district one factory no so NDC for one kasa waje 24-hour economy to manpa into obo support na factories ye bwebwe because more of these factories now what ban the tax exemption na wonya no oma wonya cheaper cost of raw materials oma sika na wo save no wotum wo employ more on ntina na do danko akufado other 1D 1F no be now NDC for local parliament and companies no wo be dey na why we
okay so majority leader in parliament leader of government business member of parliament for a futu thank you for your time Nyame Adoma I wish you well and that of your party December 9th where the lines will be drawn and where we start from. Thank you so much for that.
My mama so remember that was no cra me pedo obi atase so there politicians no yenyim ye hu mi wie no e foot soldier no e kokwa atwara ka ne hu there ato force ne nyankonya afenyo market se mi muntum mbo ato force na so ma no man ko bawunye bi na so because of NDC.
All right, thank you so much, leader.
Let us preserve, protect and sustain the peace of Ghana. Yet to abeni we are